OMG, I am so excited. Rollins is about to get his tag title rematch with Murphy. I'm so excited. He's going to win. He's going to be on the pay-per-view. He's going to be like a 7-time tag team champion. He walked out of the match. He didn't even wrestle. What? Hello all. So, yes, I am representing my Seth Rollins chalkline jacket, even though he might have walked out of his match. But we have a lot of things to talk about when it comes to Raw. I mean, besides me getting angry at that, Retribution finally debuted with some really crappy names. Okay, so Raw starts, and you have, the graphic messed up, kind of what they did a couple months ago. And you're like, oh, great, here we go again. Retribution's lame tactics. But they actually revealed themselves. So you can obviously see Mia Yim and Mercedes Martinez. And you knew it was Dominik Dijakovic, the one with the red paint. And then Dio Madden was the other one, kind of the one with the locks. And then the guy with the white mask, I don't know who it is. Like, from my point of view, it kind of looks like Tyler Breeze. And I know it's not Tyler Breeze because that wouldn't make sense at all. But this was so stupid. You have been building up Retribution for what? A month and a half to 2 months. And you're about to tell me that you're going to have them just cut lame promos and then you're going to give them weird names? What are you doing? Like, T-Bone was one of them. Madden was the other. Just no. We know who they are. We know these people. Why do you just keep their names? Please. So, Mia Yim and Dominik Dijakovic cut the promo about how WWE spends all its money on people and how they just worry about money and it doesn't matter skill-wise, and like how WWE needs to really utilize its roster. Then the Hurt Business comes out and they start to fight, and then Retribution expands by 15 members. So this is also where I get confused, because are you saying that the 5 members that were in the ring are the main members and then anyone else can join Retribution? Like, what does this mean? This is where I get confused. But okay. Shane comes out for Raw Underground, woo! We're gonna have Strowman and Dabba-Kato. This is gonna be great. And I was in such a good mood, right? Rollins was gonna get his tag title shot. Nope. So I'm gonna start out by also saying I watched Raw last night with 2 of my roommates that are not wrestling fans at all. So one of my roommates who roomed with me last year, she would watch wrestling with me from time to time, and like she would always like say like weird things. Like, she hates Asuka because she thinks she looks like someone from The Exorcist, and she hates Jericho because like the Dynamite episode right after the Super Bowl, he was like trashing Patrick Mahomes, and she's like, how could he do this? So my other roommate was watching this tag match with me, the one with Rollins, and I was so excited. And then she was like in another part of the room where I'm screaming as Rollins is walking out, and she's just laughing at me, and she's like, technically he's just listening to his part of the script. I'm like, no, that's not what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be in the ring wrestling. I was so mad. So, looking at this from a like realistic perspective, no team didn't make sense for them to win, because Andrade and Angel Garza split up but didn't split up. Then Dominik and Humberto just got put together, and then Rollins and Murphy split up last week. So this was really confusing from a realistic standpoint. So I figured they wanted to put Rollins on the card because not even from the fan base of me, but just it makes sense to have your top heel on that pay-per-view. So I was like, okay, they're going to give it to Rollins and Murphy, and then Murphy's going to screw up on Sunday, and then Rollins is really going to turn on Murphy, and it's going to turn into a Hell in a Cell match in late October. Nope. Murphy's in the match the entire time. Rollins walks out because Rollins is like, I'm done with this, screw you. Dominik and Humberto look really, really good. That's definitely a tag team I want to see in the future. I know Humberto's taking the place of Ray right now because Ray's hurt, but Andrade and Garza won. So we are seeing the Street Profits versus Andrade and Garza for the 1,500 millionth time. And I know it's not a number, but I'm just expressing to you the fact that we have seen this so many times. No, stop doing this. give us tag teams. Kevin Owens is next. I like Kevin Owens. He a cool dude. So Shane McMahon comes out for the Kevin Owens show, which is, you know, if you've seen their feud live. Shane promotes Dabba-Kato about how he's like this big star and he's gonna be something big in the WWE, and then Dabba-Kato comes out, and then Owens wants to fight Dabba-Kato because of what happened on Raw Underground 2 weeks ago. And then Braun comes out and, like, you know, they're facing off, getting hyped for Raw Underground later tonight, and Shane, like the dad, no, you can't fight just yet. If you fight now, like, I'm gonna call off the match for Raw Underground, which would just be so stupid, but okay. And then from behind, Aleister Black comes out and attacks Owens. I'm excited to see where this feud is taking place. I like that they're continuing it. You go, WWE. Retribution, the Hurt Business, fight backstage for the first of multiple times. This sets up Retribution's first tag match, or first match on Raw. It's a 6-man tag between 3 of their members, and then Alexander, Benjamin, and Lashley. Keith Lee and Drew gets interrupted again by the Viper. Thank you. So, this is where I also got confused, because I had said last week how they were going to do this triple threat match. And it would make sense to do a triple threat match because it was a DQ. So, Lee didn't really get his fair shot. But I guess they're not doing that, but whatever. This was a really good match. Lee is just proving week after week why he's just a really good worker. Drew is just phenomenal. Going off of, like, not watching, of watching Raw with, like, my roommates. My roommate had said that Drew is copying Rollins because she knows Rollins for, like, the wet hair and the slick back, because, like, that was last year. Like, she's not used to something, the man bun. And so she's like, I don't like him because she's copying Rollins' look. And I'm like, I'm glad I could just further on the fact that, like, Rollins has long black hair and, like, he likes to get wet, but a lot of wrestlers do that, but okay. I had a great night last night, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, this match was really, really good. They're both really good workers, and I'm really hoping that after the whole Orton thing, that Lee does get his fair shot at the title. But yeah, Randy just came out and, like, beat him with the chair. Coolio. Then, you know, him being the gifted promo talker, he yells at the fans for doubting him, like, how can you doubt me? You knew I was going to be ready for Clash of Champions. I would never miss a pay-per-view or a title match at all. And he's, like, describing the significance of the ambulance match and how, you know, he now knows how in the ambulance he now knows how his victims have felt when, you know, he killed them because he's the legend killer. And how this Sunday he's going to be the new champion, and how he's going to defeat Drew. And I read a rumor that is supposedly the reason they're doing this ambulance match is to protect Drew, so it's not like he's getting pinned. But I feel like if you make Drew lose now, it's so early in this title run that I really want Drew to win. But I wouldn't mind seeing Orton. But just wait. If you wait till Hell in a Cell, I will understand. Please wait till Hell in a Cell. But you know, Randy's just a good promo talker. He's so good. You did a swell job, Randall. Asuka does an interview with Sarah, and, you know, Asuka's, no one's ready for Asuka. I get to beat anyone in the division. And then Billy Kay, of all people, is like, I want a title match. You know, everyone else gets title matches around here. Sarah should go for a title match too. And then Peyton's like, I want a match. And even though we are not supposed to be tagging anymore, we can still support each other and be friends. This literally defeats the whole purpose. But okay, cool. Zelina and Mickey for the #1 contenders match, and I was also shocked because I felt like Mickey got her match last week. Why are we doing this again? But okay. Zelina just so good. I feel like WWE has underutilized Zelina as a wrestler, and now that they're trying to make her seriously to a wrestler, like now everyone's like, oh my god, Zelina's so good. Like, where were you in TNA when she was Sarita and she was in LAX? Come on, people. But this is the match I am very excited for Sunday. I'm really mad that they put it on the kickoff show, and I really do hope that they change it, because I feel like no title match should be on the pre-show, especially when this pay-per-view is banged on the fact of being a pay-per-view where all the champions are defended. And I feel like it just belittles the championship. I feel like this has to be on the main card. I am with every single person that's complaining on Twitter, Zelina deserves this. Please put it on the main card. That's all I'm asking. Retribution to Hurt Business fight again. Backstage. Please get rid of the 24/7 title. This was so stupid. They went into the ocean. And then he lost the title in the ocean. Just stop. Stop doing this. We need better programming. You can do better things with R-Truth. I promise you, you can. Please change this. Cedric versus Apollo next, and MVP comes out. I'm so proud that Cedric has joined the Hurt Business. He's doing great. Apollo is excited that he's going to beat Cedric. And for clarification, my roommate liked the Hurt Business because she liked Cedric Alexander's suit. And then liked the black and gold attire. You do realize Rollins wore black and gold too. Rollins has nice suits. Okay, so I'll make sure Rollins gets better suits. One day I'll convert her, I swear. So Apollo versus Cedric, good match. They have extreme chemistry together. Like, this is something I really want them to build on. I would love if they get the U.S. title into this feud. I know that they're not, because Bobby's not going to lose it to Apollo on Sunday. But if they do, like, please insert this title into this feud. It would be wonderful. Wonderful, I tell you. And then the rest of Her Business comes out and beats up Cruz and Ricochet. Waiting for the day that Ricochet also joins the Hurt Business. It's my favorite time. It's 10 o'clock. It's Raw Underground time. Alberto Ross versus Ziggler says Ziggler actually looks really, really strong when it comes to Raw Underground, but I still am not a fan of Raw Underground. I hate it. Ziggler wins. Shane tries to talk to Braun, then Braun yells at him. So now Jordan, who I guess is a new interviewer, I don't really know who she is. Like, I don't know if she's like a wrestler talent that they're trying to convert. I don't know. But, Jordan conducts the interview, and Braun says that he's going to knock Davika's teeth out his throat. Who do you find annoying? You don't like Retribution. She doesn't understand Retribution. No one else understands Retribution either. Okay. Well, they're not going anywhere. I'm sorry. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins just continues to break families up. I love it. Whew. So this was actually really funny because when they began this segment about saying how like Dominic wasn't Rhea's kid, everyone's like, they did this in 2006 with Ray and Eddie. Like, that's how like Dominic technically debuted, because they did that ladder match for the custody of Dominic. And then Rollins just flips around. He's like, no, Aaliyah's not your kid. And Ray goes on to say like how, I raised my daughter to be compassionate, and that's why she checked on Murphy at the end of the match last week, and that she's just a naive 19-year-old. And Aaliyah got so mad. Aaliyah's like, I'm not about this lifestyle. And Aaliyah walks out. Angie follows her. Dominic follows. And then Ray follows. And it's just so funny. And then Rollins just looks into the camera. Rollins goes, I would never try to break up a family. That is not what I'm trying to do. I'm so sorry, I know some of you relate to this too, and it was just so funny. And he's walking up the ramp, and they get this camera shot with him smiling in the camera. It was wonderful. So I don't know where they're going to tie into this storyline, because like I said last week, Rollins is leaving soon. But they're just expanding on it, and I love it. This is, way to go, WWE. Way to go, Seth. Colby's the man. And now we're going to go to the pointless tag titles of the women. Can you please utilize these titles? I'm begging you. What are you doing? So for the second week in a row, we have Lana and Natalya versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, which is another squash match. And the Riot Squad was on commentary. And they're saying like, oh, we're going to win. Like, this has been like so long in the making. We're finally going to win. And Jax put Lana through a table. Again, this was literally the same segment 2 weeks in a row. Why are we repeating segments? Like, I understand that there's points where they rewrite Raw throughout the day, but is there no writer that sits there and are like, we did this last week, we shouldn't do it again? Come on, people. So we have Drew in the back. He has ice on his poor fractured jaw. He's gonna beat Randy on Sunday. I hope you do. So now Aaliyah's yelling at Ray, saying, I'm old enough to defend myself, you know? I don't need you to defend me. I'm just a naive 19-year-old, right, Ray? And I find it very funny. So me and Aaliyah are actually the same age. We're both 19. And she's just great. Like I said last week, I don't know if she's secretly trained to be, like, was she secretly training with Dominic? Like, I don't really know. So I'm excited to see where they go from this. Hopefully they have a role on Sunday. Hopefully. Riddick Moss versus Eric from the Viking Raiders. Moss wins. Dabakoto gets interviewed and says he's ready for Strowman. Oscar versus Peyton Royce. Oh my god, why did we do this? So Billy Kay was at ringside. Again, is the whole they broke them up. Why are they why are they supporting each other? Like, isn't the whole point that they're not supposed to be together? Like, they're supposed to be separate? Like, okay, bro, cool. Zelina interferes, hits with the chair, and they, you know, Asuka and Zelina brawl, and then Asuka standing on top, so I'm hoping that means that Zelina wins. I know that she's not, but I can hope and pray. Murphy then apologizes to Leah, saying Seth is crazy, which he's not. Murphy, after everything that Seth has done for you, he's brought you from Jobberville to main events, and you have the right to say these negative things about him? Last time we're picking up a jobber on the Rollins train. Rude. He doesn't know why Rollins is doing this, and he hopes things get better. If they're doing this love triangle, please do not do it. It would be very stupid. Here we go. Braun versus Dabakoto. And guess what? It was stupid. Braun wins, and he's just beating Dabakoto down for like 2 to 3 minutes. And it was just so stupid. Hi. Okay, I'll keep it in. That was my roommate. The one that hates Asuka and Drew.
Hey, Drew, I just think he's a copycat.
Okay, I explained it. I said that you think he's copying Rollins. I'll make sure to talk to Drew personally.
But I absolutely hate Asuka. There's no coming back.
She hasn't done anything to you.
She looks like the Exorcist.
I said that. Okay. So I'll tell her to stop with the green makeup.
And hair.
And the hair.
Well, I liked her hair at first. It was okay. It was pretty. And now it just looks like a mess.
Well, she does it like, I think every month she has like 2 different colors.
Well, it looks like this one. She's cool.
It's pink and green.
It's not distributed.
Okay. We love non-wrestling fans. I don't even know where I was. Up to the main event. Alexander, Lashley, and Benjamin versus Retribution. Oh my god, on my notes, I literally put Cedric, Bobby, and Shelton versus the Hurt Business. I'm dumb. So, like I said, who named these people Retribution? They should get fired immediately. Like my roommate wants to fire the person that like does Asuka's hair. The person that named the people in Retribution need to get fired. I would love to be in a meeting with them and want to just know like their creative vision with this. So Retribution actually took control of the whole match. And it was good. And then the one with the white mask, who I don't know who it is, poked him in the eye, and then about 1,500 people just decided to beat down the Hurt Business, and then Drew and the locker room all come out, and they're like, you know, brawling. And then Randy RKO's Drew, and then Raw is over. This Raw was really all over the place. A lot of segments didn't make sense, and I don't know if Raw was literally written at 5 o'clock yesterday, but you need to care about Raw. You literally say that Raw is your A show. You gotta treat it like your A show because now you're treating it like it's the C show. Like, come on, people. But yeah, so thanks to my roommate for giving her tidbit of information throughout the video of what she thinks of wrestling. Make sure to tune in to Thursday for an AEW Dynamite review. Friday I am doing my predictions for Clash of Champions. And then hopefully Saturday we're getting a SmackDown review. My Fridays have been whack. And then Monday we are reviewing Clash of Champions. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Kimmy Talks Wrestling. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Kimmy_WWE. Follow me on Instagram at Kimmy Talks Wrestling. And I will see all of you throughout the week. It's pay-per-view week, guys. Let's get hyped.